Are we back?
So it appears.
How many was there? 120? That's remarkable.
Yes. Anyway, welcome back
look how
here
shy he is
to
now.
Call
I don't
Audible
wanna talk
Division
about
1,
it.
Division 2 show.
What were we talking about off air?
Sup, Mo Blush?
Immediate left. Pete to my far left. Jet to my far right. Then Eagle in Master Control.
Are you afraid of things?
Does that make me the Far East?
No, he's actually southwest of us.
Mo's not very good with.
I was asking if
That's
I was asking if I was
Where are we, Mokan?
Far East,
We are in far east, south central.
Pakistan.
Far East, South Central, West Laval.
All right, let's dive into it because we have Marco, who I believe might be a little bit happy.
No, he's not.
Yo, drunk Marco is the best Marco.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that.
Div 1, Div 2 recap.
Also, everybody drunk to the rest of themselves.
Nope. Some people become violent and abusive.
That's true. I hate those people.
Google drunk
Unlike
ads.
us. We're happy drunks.
What did we see in Div 1 this week in terms of
Clockwork survived
Div 1?
STL. Div
Div
1,
one.
sorry.
That's not
I
Div
thought we were
one.
starting with
Yeah,
Div 2.
Div 1.
Finest doing finest things. They're just.
Well, they beat the D-Boys 26-14.
It's
Surprised
finest
by
things.
like a big. Like usually the games have been one score. This was a 2-score final
Yeah, but it's
in the regular season at least.
It's Montreal's finest. I'll be surprised if they lose more than 2 games this season.
I don't know where else. Maybe D-Boys later on in the year. That's one loss.
DK maybe one time if because finest have a weird roster this season. Like they have a lot of guys. Like the list is very long,
Yes.
but they don't have the same personnel every week. That to me is
No.
a bit problematic. But they have so many positives.
As Jim wrote in his article, they have a 12-man roster this year, if I stand correct,
They,
right?
they played D-Boys. They didn't have Mike Harrington. They didn't have the Taylor brothers. They didn't have
Garrett Taylor.
Akkad wasn't there. But it didn't matter.
It's the strangest pronunciation of his name.
Akkad.
Ked Moore, by the way.
Cool.
Full names is helpful.
Akkad.
So, but they still have Guillaume Moore. They still have Chris Millard. They still have Pat Jerome. I feel like they could miss after the roster and still have one of the best in Div 1. It's crazy.
Yes. I saw Got Skills getting beyond Braves. That surprised me.
Sorry, go on. Say that
Got
again?
Skills beat Braves.
Yes.
38-21.
The score surprises me more than the outcome.
Yeah. JC Mercy with 5 touchdowns.
Mercier.
That's crazy. Jean-Christophe Marcel to have 5 touchdowns and 120 something yards.
121.
That's as a snapper. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and
Still one
like,
of the best headshots in the FPF website.
it's pretty
Yes.
awesome.
Up there with Zachary Kivergy.
That's the best one. And he was a leader this week too. It was great.
But no, that's a great stat line for any player. But it's good to see that he still balls out in Division 1.
Mm-hmm.
Got skills. We talked about it a little bit last week. We said they were very up and down. I feel they're coming back up more than they're going down. But Braves are a mess.
Did George Gariepi shaving his mullet have to do with this loss?
No,
What?
he had that cut last
He
week.
had
the week
he had 156 yards yesterday in Div 2. So
before. Yeah, Div 2.
It's a disappointment in my
Well,
opinion.
Yeah.
a mess
it's
is the
going to
Rainmakers.
come back. It's going back.
Yeah, slowly. A mess of the Rainmakers. Losing to Monsters 46-25. Theo Becalis with a highlight
I heard about that.
INT. He, long story short, second half, Ryan Castor sent someone on a wheel route. And literally as the ball started, a great ball from Ryan. Becalis drops into coverage. One hand, like Odell Beckham, grabs it, and away he went down the sidelines, and that sealed the deal. Monsters looking very impressive. Jordan McLaren looking like he has found a nice new home with 3 TDs off of 5 catches for 86 yards. Rod Mastrub looking very good out there.
When I first saw Jordan McLaren, I thought he looked like a raptor, but then I found out that Jurassic Park lied to us, and raptors are also like the size of chickens, so he doesn't look like a raptor.
No, he doesn't.
No, that's my point.
But to the point of credit of Simon Dagenet, the Rainmakers definitely look like a team that's more of a Division 2 caliber than they are Division 1.
It's tough for Rainmakers. But the team hasn't changed. That's the thing.
Yeah, but FPF has changed.
But they're getting older,
Mhm.
which is like
So they have changed.
So they added Marco Bertoldi. They added Jacques Voigt. I think Jacques Voigt is one of the best pickups in Div 1
Mhm.
for it's the perfect fit for Rainmakers and for Ryan Kastner. I don't think Marco Bertoldi is the best fit for the team. And on top of that, the rest of the team is aging. They're out of their prime, and a lot of the guys are having a difficulty keeping up with guys like Theo, with guys like Pat Jerome, and they have to play them every week. It's not like they're gonna get easy games. So I would have loved to see Rainmakers in Division 2 go 10-0. That would have been great. But since they're back in Div 1 and I know they don't want to drop down, they feel like they can still compete. It's going to be a tough season for them.
Should we institute like Division 1 and 2 like a promotion and relegation rule? Like
Open-ended concept.
Yeah, like so like Rainmakers, let's say like you finish last place, you're
but are you gonna
next season, you mean?
and Dan Lazara, you have played D1.
But the problem is,
force guys to bounce back.
Yeah.
But the problem is though, Peeze and Timon, these are paid customers.
Yeah.
No, but the problem is their roster does not fit Division 2.
No, but
they're like they're way above the cap.
I also feel like the cap doesn't properly adjust for aging and guys.
No,
but here's the thing though,
they're
right?
like at 550. The cap for Div 2 is 515. They're way past the cap. So what? They're trying to drop after roster?
But here's the thing, though, right?
No,
a point was brought up. In fact, some team actually reported the Montreal's Finest thinking they were over the cap. When in theory, there wasn't. But should there be a cap for Div 1?
Well, I mean,
just to
if there will be,
themselves if they move
if
down.
there will be, Montreal's Finest did to themselves because you don't need to be 12 guys and you're just doing that to weaken other teams.
To that point, I feel
cowardly.
like a cap in Div 1 would be best for everybody because it would take away top players from the top teams and give them to possibly newcomers.
But we've seen in
well, the sort of like the Jordan McLaren effect.
He's divested himself from D Boys. He kind of weakened D Boys and has gone on to the Monstars.
But
right?
if Finest would have done that too, then the bottom teams would have better rosters.
But there's no guarantee though. Like if Finest have 12
no
guys, right? Are those say 3 guys going to go play for the Rainmakers, Maniacs 2.0, or whoever else?
No, but they could play for like a Division 2 team that moves up to Div 1.
But do they want to though? That's the question, right?
Yes.
Is that rebound effect where they're going to go play somewhere else, or are they going to say
they likely will play somewhere else? You know what I mean? So
they will likely play. Yes,
I remember like when Pat Jerome joined the Finest, we're like, well, I mean that wasn't necessary, and you know, like, and obviously like he's had a huge impact on the team, and it's definitely helped them become even more impressive. But like just like now, like adding a guy like Chris Miard, who we know, like if he's not already dominant, he will be dominant soon.
But would he not be beneficial on a Rainmakers team?
Rainmakers or D Boys, now that they lost Jordan McLaren, or you know what I mean? Like all guys like that can help. You know, Adam Bailey, like these are guys who can play on multiple teams.
I feel like Chris Millar has a purpose to finance where Adam Bailey and Guillaume Moore.
I'm not saying that they don't. Look, obviously they're all useful on the team. I'm saying that if they were forced to play without these guys, and other teams can now use them, it makes it a more interesting.
So before you go to Marco, Jim,
so we have 2 write-ins right now. It's funny because it spans both almost the top of our divisions and the bottom. Like we have sample size of both here. Both Junior Spera and Kevin Wyatt.
Toronto's Finest.
I don't think that there should be a cap in D1.
Of course, because he's the one ducking it by adding 12 guys to his roster.
But then from the other side, from the flip side, you have guys who have been in the league for a while. They're in the lower division. They look at these guys in the higher division. There shouldn't be a cap.
Look,
and they won. No,
I understand. I understand why they're saying it shouldn't be, and obviously it's entertaining to watch the best possible roster. But if you want it to be competitive, that's the way you make it competitive.
Right, hold that thought, boys. Let's go to Marco right
teams.
now. Marco is anxious to get on air with us for.
I'm sure he has good thoughts on this.
I think
he doesn't have good thoughts.
Why not?
Bad thoughts.
Only bad thoughts.
Awesome.
Of Vinny.
Perhaps.
Galano.
Maybe. Vinny Galano.
Yeah.
Well,
hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Hey.
You sound totally sober, buddy.
Yes. Yes. Give me all of you guys. Go. Give me. Yes.
He's like that girl from Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I go 4 at once. Four
Four at once?
times.
Awesome.
That's not bad.
That's pretty
Four,
good, actually.
four.
How's your party?
I stand outside right now and I'm ready to go back in. Come on, guys. Give me all your best shit. Let's go.
Well, we'll start with your shit.
Good evening, Marco.
Yes. Hello, friends.
So rattled.
Yes, hello.
How are you doing today, Marco?
I'm doing fantastic, but
Can I ask you a question? Will you be in the office tomorrow morning or no?
I will be in the office. I have 10:30 appointments.
Okay, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. Do you sorely miss Jordan McLaren on the D Boys roster?
Let me tell you something. Jordan is a special talent. He is not someone that you can replace.
Okay, do you miss him? Yes or no?
I don't miss him because he left. I don't miss him.
That's right.
I don't miss him.
That's how you do a breakup.
So are you telling me right now that Quay Johnson?
It's like my girlfriend that left me when I was like 14, and you're gonna tell me that I'm never gonna be happy again.
Yeah, but
like
are you
Jordan's
telling
the best
me?
shit
Marco,
Jordan
are
is
you
amazing.
telling me that
Jordan is amazing, but I'm gonna put it off because you know what? Quaid is fucking good too.
But are
So-
you telling me right now that Quay Johnson and
Jordan.
Jordan Alexi are better than Jordan McLaren?
No, we're not gonna say that.
So are you
but
saying that McLaren's better than those
we
two
have
then?
we have to figure out our shit because me, it's like it takes time to get like on the same page, right? And Jordan, it's been years that we've been together,
So you
right?
miss him.
So of course I miss him, but it doesn't matter. Jordan and Quaid, they're good shit.
Okay, but
and Quaid,
but hold on. If I held a gun to your
So
head right now,
he's-
Why are you holding a gun to his head?
if I, no,
Why
but hold
you
on,
doing this?
hold on.
Largely inappropriate.
But hold on. If I held a gun to your head right now and I said you need to get one big play right now.
yeah,
So I'm
one big
either-
play. I call it for Theo Ojea.
There you
No.
go.
He's
You
my-
have to pick either Jordan McLaren or the two new additions in Johnson and Alexi. Who do you
He's
pick?
throwing the ball to two players at once.
Volleyball style.
Guy, what kind of joke is that? What kind of joke is that?
Most
kind
of
of
it
joke?
Jordan is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but the other two guys, they're great. Why would I throw to two guys instead of one? Come on,
I'm
Mokan.
just saying,
You're
who'd
better
you
than
pick?
that.
Who'd you pick out of the
You're
three? Rank
fucking
your three.
way better.
We're
You're
talking about.
better.
Listen, Marco. We're talking about.
Nah.
Should there be a cap in Division One? Do you agree with this?
There
point?
shouldn't be. No, there shouldn't be a cap.
Why
There
not?
shouldn't be a cap. Because man, everyone is trying to put their best foot forward in Division 1, man. So I don't see why there should be a cap set on it.
Would it
You know,
help?
because
Would it help?
no, it
Teams moving
would not
up?
help at all.
Like your boy
It
Vinny
would-
Golano would be able to play Div 1.
And Dan
Fuck
Ozera.
Vinny. Vinny Galano sucks of ass. So
All
it's
facts.
Vinny Galano is oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna throw in D1. It's the leftovers. So it doesn't matter for if he's gonna dominate D2.
Are
Marco,
you
Vinny
going
Gal-
to this week?
dominate.
Marco,
Dominate.
if there was a cap in Div 1, would you be finest?
Finest and D boys wouldn't matter in D1.
It would, because if there's a cap, there wouldn't be 12 players on the finest roster, no?
Of course it would. They're the same team, regardless. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Are you going to be Vinny
Finest
Golano
D
this week?
boys wouldn't change. It would not change. Nothing would change from the D1 teams. It's Vinny Golano that would stop
Dan
jerking
Lazara.
off.
What about Dan Lazara?
Well, the problem with Dan is that he got unhappy with his D1 roster for some reason. He's super talented. Dan is one of the best quarterbacks in flag, like one of the best, absolutely top 3 in
Ooh.
flag, and
that's
he
a big
just
claim.
let it
No,
go.
it's not a big claim.
No,
He's
no,
absolutely right.
no. He let
He's
it go.
saying so.
He let it go because he didn't want to get embarrassed, which is stupid because everyone gets embarrassed from time to time.
Yeah, you gotta,
Right?
You gotta
Like,
fail to win.
got- And I got embarrassed in D2. Who cares, man?
It's
You gotta
how you
let it
improve.
go.
Yep.
Of course. Dan, of all people, didn't want to get embarrassed in Div 2, which is crazy because he is one of the top 3 best quarterbacks in Div 1.
It
Right?
seems bizarre to me that, and I agree with you, Marco. He's like, again, top 3 guy. Yet his rating allows him to play. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because there's no quarterback rate cap in
No
Division
QB,
2. But it just seems bizarre to not have the third best quarterback or second best quarterback, let's say, in.
It's stupid. It's so stupid
Division
because
1.
you know what? When we were playing in the, I guess, summer, right?
Mhm.
It was
The fall
Dan
season.
who was throwing with me
fall
and
season.
my boys on the side, and it was great. Like Dan, he did his job, right? Kevin is the best quarterback, and Dan did his job, and it kind of just seems like he doesn't want any part of anything to do with a good competition, which is ridiculous.
He wants to win rather than learn and improve.
Marco, what have you consumed tonight so far of drinks?
A lot. I've been dealing with my clients all night tonight, so I'm very happy with what's been going on in
But
terms of.
can we use your business
You know?
to rent out the loge at the Bell Center?
Yeah, of course, man. If you guys want to pay for it,
Yeah,
It's fair.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yo, Marco, so as you know,
Yeah.
Mokan doesn't drink, and in your history, you were as fine a bartender as you are a
I
quarterback.
was a
What-
great
what-
one. I was a great one. It's my highest highlight, guys.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
Yo,
fucking
he's
top
two-way
notch.
bartender of the year.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Remember that.
Fucking, I was top notch. Every night I was fucking every kind of broad you can imagine. Go.
So if you had to make Mokan his first ever drink, what would it be?
Yeah.
Solid question.
If I have to make Mokan a drink,
Yeah,
First ever.
First ever drink of his life.
serious?
He's about to die.
As-
He's going to hell. Which one's he getting?
A serious Shirley Temple with no alcohol.
That
Go,
sounds about
Mokan.
right. That sounds about
Tall
right.
as- yeah, you're tall as shit, Mo. Yeah, go sit on the bar
Yeah.
and wait for me to tell you when you're ready
All right,
for a
so Mark,
drink.
how about this?
Go.
We'll meet you after this right now. So go back inside.
Let's keep going. Oh, why are you gonna fucking call me out on this? Let's keep
Mark,
going,
no,
man. I'm ready.
You could go,
I'm
Marco, but you have guests entertained right now, man. We have a show to run over here, my man.
I'm ready to go, man. Mokan, I'm ready to go. I spent my night. I was there and I left it for the night. Let's go. I'm ready
You left it for us.
right now.
Marco.
Ready for you guys. Come on. You guys ready for me or no?
Well, how about next week? We'll be ready for you.
Yeah, no, hold on. What about D1, D2? I'm ready for you guys. I spent my night separating it. So you guys are going to...
Yo, we
We lost him. All right.
Yo, Mo, did you do that?
I didn't do anything at all. Okay, Marco was a little bit happy.
He was in a good mood.
Hi, Marco.
Marco.
Hello.
Mo tried to cut you,
I tried to
man.
cut you off, Marco. I apologize.
Yeah, they're trying to cut me out.
Okay,
Eh?
Marco, here's a question for you. Are you more surprised by the 2-0 start for Maniacs 2.0 or the 0-2 records of DK and Rainmakers?
I am very more surprised by the 0-2 by DK and Rainmakers. By Maniacs, I can't even tell you. Like
You envision
they
Maniacs
were
going
about
undefeated?
to, they're about to fold their team. So I'm very happy by the fact that they didn't, and that the other two guys were able to pull out a team to compete. So that's where I'm at right now. But Maniacs, Godfrey, like I spoke to him the other day, he's pumped up. He's ready to roll. And I'm very impressed by what they've done so far. Let me put it that way.
I also think DK's sample size is too small here. Their losses came to
Well,
D-Boys and
DK,
FMS, right? So-
it's kind of not fair with DK, you know, because it's 2 games, man. Like it's kind of like saying, "Oh, D-Boys, you're done."
Yeah, but
It's kind of the same
Did you throw
shit.
4 INTs against DK?
Exactly. And DK, I'm very pumped up with what they did. They impressed, you know. So it's not any team that just catches or does 4 interceptions. They're ready to roll. It's just they've had a couple bad games. They're gonna be all right, man. It's like Hum is non-existent. No, they're gonna be okay.
Rainmakers are going to make the playoffs.
I think they will. I think they're gonna be the
Who's
6th.
out. In your
I
mind?
think they're gonna be the 6th seed. The
Who are
Rainmakers.
the
I
two teams that
I
won't
think
make Div 1 playoffs then?
Well, can you tell me who you think are going to be out?
D-Boys. How about D-Boys?
D-Boys will not be out. Even though we've only scored 14 points, our defense has been unbelievable so far.
Could be better with Jordan McLaren.
But you know what? Everyone else is working overtime, doing a great job so far. Jamal has been great, and Theo's been awesome. The Lannies are back, so we have to do what we got to do. But we're not going to miss the playoffs.
Switching gears to Division 2, when I first started playing this league, Serve with Ice was not maybe an elite team, but a team that was always competitive. Yet they seem...
Very upset with them. Let me put that way.
All
Peace.
right.
I'm
Wha-
very
wha-
upset
what
with
do you
Servant-
see, why do you see them sort of falling off a little bit?
I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with them at all. I don't think that they're going to make the playoffs. I think that they've regressed big time. I think that the the whole plot of the weed smoking and everything that's going on with them, I think it's done with.
Yeah.
So I think
Sorry, Mark. Let me ask you this question. CLR Forces, do you think they're the team, the candidate to go 0-10 this year?
no, they're shit. No, they're done.
But do you
They're
think they'll
done.
go
They're gonna
0-10
go
is most
0-10?
question.
Yeah.
And they might beat us this week because Kyle Lebowski's out for like 6 weeks.
Why?
Business
So
trip he has?
no, Kyle's done. Kyle's out for 6 weeks with a mental injury that he got last week. But I think CLR, I think they're shit. I don't think there's anything good about them besides Karim and whoever else is on that team
Your
from
boy plays on that
Finest.
team.
Guillaume Ward.
Who?
Van Ram and Ward.
Like they're all fucking horrible. So I'm gonna deal with them this week, and they do what they got to do. And I don't think if Kyle was ready to roll, I don't think they would be able to deal with them.
All right,
So
Marco.
let me just put that out there.
All right, my man. Go enjoy your night and have a good one. We'll speak to you next week.
Let me fucking deal with that, Mokan.
I will. I will deal with that.
Have a good night, Marco.
Have a good one, buddy.
Mokan, don't fucking talk shit, okay? I'm fucking ready to roll, man. I'm ready to go.
I know you're
Someone
ready to go.
someone wanna pick me up on the corner of Saint Laurent and VJ?
Yeah, we'll get you for sure an Uber. We'll get you
I'll send you an Uber, Marco.
We'll send Jordan McKenna's
Someone
Uber.
wants to bring me home.
All right,
Someone
man.
wants to bring me home. I'm here to talk with you guys,
All right.
okay?
Be good, bro.
Okay. No, stop.
See you soon. All right.
That was
No, stop.
so. How fast do you think Rob Campana is sending me an email?
The suits up in Bristol are going to be really
Well,
loud
we'll
on
see.
our backs.
If he's watching live, we should get it now.
Yeah.
If he's not watching live,
Yeah, well, our,
Well,
our,
you know.
our producer's now gone in the other room. All right, let's just dive into this right now for the rest of Div 2. Okay, look, we know the big games this week. Clockwork is going to take on WPO.
great name.
Yeah. Key matchup in this game is what?
Did Marco think he was playing against
Finest.
CLR.
CLR
I
this
think-
week?
I think-
No, but the key matchup in WPO Clockwork is Kirak against Vini. If we all seen Vini play Vini Golano.
So Matt Kerouac and
That's
Vinny
what-
Golano.
That's what I said.
Nope.
You said Kirak
Cool
and Vinny.
story, bro.
So
So,
someone probably thinks Kirak
Don't.
Vinny.
You're not first name basis. Nobody likes you.
I said Vini Golano.
Nope.
You said
Yes.
Kirak Vinny.
Yes.
Golano.
No, you say
Oh.
I say Gualano.
Oh my god.
Carry
Okay,
on.
just go. Say your thing.
Carry on, carry
Jesus.
I hate you.
Worst.
I
Let's
hate
go.
you. Never liked you before.
Finish it off, please.
So we've all seen how Vini Golano plays. If he's playing against a good rusher and he's forced to stay in the pocket, he doesn't succeed. He's good, but he's not as good.
Mhm.
So the key matchup is there is if Matt Kirak can keep it in the pocket, that's basically all that matters. And WPO's offense is not going to be as strong as usually is, and that's how Clockwork can have a leg up on him.
All right, Peeze, is Vinny Galano ready for his matchup with Marco Masiocha, given that he's always been the shadow of his enormous shoulders the last couple years on this podcast?
I will say, Vinny Golano actually said he's terrified on Facebook chat, so that's
True.
obviously fact. But I think Vinny Golano is the type of guy who doesn't easily get rattled in games. He's usually the rattler. So I don't worry about that. I just, like Simon said, I don't know if this is the right kind of matchup for him because Matt Kerouac is an excellent rusher, even with his dad bod, even though he's completely let himself go and he has those wacky glasses.
Hey, he's saying he lost them.
What?
He's bragging he lost them.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like once you have kids, you can't ever get back to being
Unless
a
you're
normal
Anthony
human person.
Cole.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. we should all be Anthony Cole. Is he a different species?
Probably.
There's a good chance. So anyway, all that to say is,
Yes.
Matt Kerouac didn't give Vinny Golano a tough time.
As Club Legion, how fascinated are you with this team? Group
Very.
of former Sherbrooke University players, James Goulet, JP Chouare, JF Marquis. We can go through the list of guys that they've had who played. Simon,
Kevin Richambal.
Charbonneau, Campo, Kevin Rajabal as well. Can they make noise, or are they just going to be one of those middling teams in this division?
Sean Avram says hello from Japan.
Hi, Sean
Hey.
Avram from
Hey, Sean.
Japan.
I believe it's 12:45 in Japan, or 1 o'clock in Japan.
Thank you,
Or
Mo.
1:45.
Cool, very useful. I was very fascinated with the S Club Legion coming into the season preseason, looking at this roster, but seeing how they played in the last 2 weeks, I just feel like I lost interest in them. I feel like
So I haven't actually had a chance to physically see them yet, but I spoke to Vinny Golano and the now in Tokyo Sean Avram, who I'm
go on.
I'm interested because of their impressions of having beaten them and having beaten them handily. They're like, yes, but they're gonna figure it out, and they're a good team. And I think that it may take half a season or a season to do so, but long term, this is going to be a good team.
It's a good team, but their quarterback situation is not good.
Okay.
They don't have the quarterback. They don't have a Division 2 quarterback. They have a Division 2 roster. The offense is fantastic, but the quarterback is not. Jeff Marcotte is not a Division 2 quarterback.
Jeff Marquis.
Jean-Marie.
But
James
you go,
Goulet is not a Division 2
so you
quarterback.
go Jimmy Charest then as the quarterback because he is the former Sherbrooke quarterback. for
Yeah,
this team.
why not? Like, why is he not playing quarterback for them? That's what I don't understand. I thought he was just missing week 1.
Yeah.
Now week 2 they have James Goulet playing quarterback for them. He's also not he's not a bad quarterback. He's just not a Division 2 quarterback. And they're playing against very good teams. They need a good quarterback out there to be successful and a real contender.
CLR Forces, are they the prime candidate to go 0-10? Their next 4 games, STL, PO, Clockwork, Wolverines.
I mean, I'm not as strong in this as Marco Maciotto
Marco's
is.
very passionate about this.
No.
But man, it's tough. They're in a tough spot. It's not the best roster.
They are not a good
They have a
roster.
good roster though.
They're a Division
No,
3 roster.
They're a Division 3 team.
I watched them play. They don't look
They're a
good.
very good Division 3 team.
Yeah.
But like Fred Dupuis is okay.
No,
but the
he's-
receivers around him, if Ward is there, Van Ram is there, it's a good offense.
Yeah,
for
but that's
Division
it
2.
though.
They're not a good team.
Oh.
The supporting cast cannot keep up in Division 2.
I feel like last week's game against Hashtag NR, it was close. It came down to a drop pass that would have turned the game around. They have a chance, they have a shot. I don't think they're gonna go 0-10, but they're gonna be a bottom seed team, and they're gonna
They will be our prime candidate for relegation. How about that?
no, they don't belong in Division 3. The roster's too.
Well,
low.
they won't have all those pieces in Division 3.
No.
They'll have to
Also,
drop a
yeah,
piece. You know what I
true.
mean? So I think
But I
it's
don't
tough though because we've seen Fred Dupuis in Division 3 and he dominated Division 3.
Well,
So-
surely buddies, yeah.
So I mean, like it's tough. It's a tough spot to be in where you're kind of like the tweener team.
I feel they're gonna go like 3-7, maybe if they're lucky 4-6, which is not great.
Well,
But
I mean,
0-10, no way.
they may
Could
beat
sneak into the
Wolverines.
playoffs at
They may
4
beat
wins.
Wolverines. They may beat Serve with Ice.
They have a tough roster.
S Club Legion, but by then S Club Legion will be fine. I don't know.
They have a tough they have a tough schedule, but then everybody has a tough schedule in Division 2 because
Mhm.
everybody plays each other basically.
All right, it's now time for.
Games of the week.
All right, GM. Games of the week, my man.
Starting with Div 1 or Div 2?
Whichever one you want. Whatever your heart desires.
So Div 2 is open right now.
Cool.
Hashtag NR against Wolverines.
NR.
NR
Hashtag NR.
Brave 2.0 against Terror Squad.
Terror Squad.
Yeah, but F 2.0 are basically the same team, but
No, they're not.
It's not.
It's really bad.
No, they're
Back
really,
to back
They're really a
terrible
skeleton of what they
outings.
were. I'm gonna go with
Terror
Braves.
Squad.
I'm gonna go with Braves.
Terrible.
So they're
Braves.
terrible, but you're picking them.
2.0, yeah. I'm gonna go.
And you can't sit with us against Served with Ice.
Awful loss for them. Awful
Yeah,
loss
I
from
just
last
think-
week. I got them winning
I
this
think you
week.
can't sit with us as a better team.
Yeah.
I agree.
And in Division 1, Maniacs 2.0 against Monstars.
This will
Monstars.
be Maniacs'
Ooh.
first loss.
Are you buying? Hold on, before we end the show, are you buying Maniacs at 2-0?
I feel like you don't know how the stock market works. Because like
I'm selling really
yeah, I'm
hard.
selling like it's Bitcoin.
I'm
I'm
selling
getting out of that
everything
ASAP.
I got.
But-
They're 2-0. Oh, and they're undefeated. Their stock value is high. Sell everything.
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna be at the top.
I think
Of the
Munstar as the personnel, because from what I've seen in week 1, they're just throwing jump balls, and they have the players to go up and get them.
So,
Yeah,
Jason,
Rod
but
Bishop
right
made
now-
that very difficult.
and Jordan McLaren.
And Jordan McLaren as well. Yeah.
When you look at these 2 wins, though, have they safeguarded themselves to get in the playoffs with these 2 wins?
Nope,
Because
not yet.
for Maniacs to beat the Rainmakers, they have the tiebreaker over them, and they won last game as well. I'm blanking. They beat Top Guns, I
Okay,
believe.
it's not
right?
over yet.
So,
You can still go 2-8.
but never know with the way Rainmakers are playing.
I think Maniacs is gonna have a good regular season. They're gonna probably finish 5-5, which is good in Division 1.
Yeah.
But I'm pressing on the brakes and not freaking out about the 2-0 start.
All right, GM, next game.
So an interesting one here. D-Boys against Got Skills. Where it wouldn't have been so, like, it would have been much clearer before the
Yeah.
season started.
Yes.
Now looking at these 2 teams' records.
And if you remember the
D-Boys have
game
been
last-
starting sort of slow because it feels like they know they're gonna make the finals anyway, so they don't play well till week 4 or 5. So give me Got Skills for that reason.
If you remember last year, they ended the game with 17 minutes to go because Nick Shantomo, I believe, was upset at the referee.
Yep.
Really, he
Yeah,
got
he
upset
And
once.
the game was called off with 17.
Once.
Shocker.
I'm
yes.
going God skills. I don't like the way D-Boys has been playing. It's not just like we're not
Not the same
carrying
team.
anymore. I just feel like their offense, like Marco mentioned this to me this week, is that he said his shoulder hurts. He's not throwing as he usually does. The release is not there. He doesn't have the power he needs to make those throws, and I feel that won't cure
Hold
itself
on, wasn't
overnight.
that? Isn't that topic to like privacy with you and him? Like, Are you supposed to release that information?
Simo, there's no privacy with Simo. Simo
What,
does not
saying-
treat his
No.
source as well.
It's
No.
not a secret.
But here's some speculation on my part. I think the D in D boys stands for Dan Lazara. Collision Course.
Ooh. Or defense.
No.
Dan's boys.
I'm telling you, it
No,
will.
I think it's gonna be another
give
game,
me-
but God Skills wins this one
Give
by
me D boys in a
margin.
close one.
Right?
Cool.
Next,
And the last one, Flagmo Sack against Top Guns.
flag.
Flag mod side.
I like the way Flagma has been playing. I don't like the way Top Guns are playing. So Top Guns.
All right.
Okay.
Magic words, please.
From all of the words we said tonight,
Good night, Marco. Hope you get home safely.
That's not a city.
but maybe like what I mean is like Jordan McLaren's like a giant raptor, like a big chicken.